All right, section 11-4 volumes appear prisms and cylinders. All right, so let's label each diagram as a cylinder or a prism. So in the first picture, we have a cylinder. Second picture is also a cylinder. Third picture is a prism. And the fourth picture is a prism. All right, so composite. Related words are compound, combination, or component. The definition of composite means put together with distinct parts. So the main idea, a composite is a whole made up of different parts. All right, so let's find the following. A blank combines different descriptions of features. So a composite sketch will do that. A blank has factors other than one and a number itself. Composite number. A blank shows the locations of shopping malls, houses, and roads all in one illustration. A composite map. A blank shows how to apply at least one function to another function. A composite function. All right, 11-5. So Cavalier's principle. If two space figures have the same height and the same cross-sectional area at every level, then they have the same volume. So if three prisms below have the same height and the same volume, the first is a square prism labeled the missing dimensions. So the missing dimension there, but square, is 3 centimeters. And the second one here is 3 centimeters. And then the third one here, it's 6 centimeters. So circle the solids that have the same cross-sectional area at every level. So a cylinder and a prism. Okay. So the volume of a prism. The volume of a prism is a product of the area of the base times the height of the prism. So a prism with a base of 15 meters squared and a height of 4 has a volume of 60. Let's multiply those numbers together. All right, a prism with a volume of 81 and a height of 3, we divide, and I'm left with an area of the base of 27. Okay, so what is the volume of the rectangular prism at the right? So circle the measurements of the base. So the base is going to be a 3 by 5 base. The base would be considered a rectangle. So find the area of the rectangle, which is length times width. So we have 5 times 3, which is 15. So the volume is the area of the base times the height of the prism. So we have 15 times 4, and that's how we get 60. So the units would be cubic feet. So the volume would be 60 cubic feet. All right, triangular prisms. So what is the volume of a triangular prism at the right? The base of the right triangle with lengths of 10 and 6. So the height of the prism is 5. So the volume is going to be the area of the base times the height. Area of the base is 1/2 6 times 10, 1/2 of 60, which is 30. So the volume of the prism is going to be 30 times 5, which is 150. So the volume of the triangular prism is 150 meters cubed. All right, volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder is a product of the area of the base and the height of the cylinder, or V equals area of the base times the height. Now, since this is a cylinder, the base is a circle, and we could substitute that in as pi r squared times h. So let's shade the base of the cylinder. Done. Describe the shape of the base. The base is a circle. All right, so what is the volume of the cylinder at the right in terms of pi? So first I need the radius. So the radius is going to be the diameter of 2 divided by 2, which is 1. The formula is pi times r squared times the height. So we get 3 pi. So our volume of this cylinder is 3 pi meters cubed. All right, now here's a composite figure. So if you notice, we have on the bottom a square prism, and on the top we have like a semicircle thing with it going on there. All right, so let's label the dimensions. So this here is going to be 10 inches. This here is going to be 3 inches. This here is going to be 10 inches as well. Then this is going to be 6 inches. And this is going to be 6 inches. So the volume of the top is half of a cylinder, isn't it? So 1/2 pi r squared h. 1/2 pi times 3 squared times 10, which is 45 pi. The bottom is going to be 1/2 6 times 6 times 10, which is 360. So the sum of the two bases is 45 pi plus 360, which is about 501.3716694. So the approximate volume of this lunchbox is 501 inches cubed. All right, so how is the volume of a rectangular prism with base 2 meters by 3 meters and a height of 4 meters related to the volume of a rectangular prism with base 3, 4, and 2? So cross out the formula that does not give the volume of a rectangular prism. So the key word here is rectangular, so we're not going to use that one. So the commutative property of multiplication states that the product of the factors is the same when listed in a different order. So the volumes are equal by the commutative property of multiplication. And that's the end of this section.